In this episode of Dr. Ghost Hunters, we're revisiting one of our most chilling locations, one that only few of you saw. This episode was a segment at our full investigation at Peteetneet Museum. We believe it's the most haunted room and artifact in all of Utah. While many of you saw the video, YouTube analytics say that not all of you stuck around to see this segment. Because it's so good, we're going to put it right here in front of you and make it easy. Upon reviewing this footage and doing further research for this episode, I found a connection that makes undeniable proof that the paranormal is real. Before the end of the episode, when we tell you what that link is, we're going to pause it and give you the opportunity to go do research on your own and play detective with us. Can you make the connection that ties all the paranormal evidence in this video together? SLS figures, spirit box responses, EVPs, and even a spirit that imposes physical harm on me that I still can't explain to this day. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Enjoy. Are you in the very back by the flags? I can see you moving on my camera. I suspect you're attached to one of the artifacts in here. Which one is it? Can you move your body over the artifact? Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now it's a little tough for me to see with this, but it looks like you're over the flag or some of the suits next to the flag. Is that correct? Can you make a noise? Can you tap on something and let me know if that's correct? Yeah, that's great. I can see you standing right by it, so I appreciate it. I can see you standing right by it, so I appreciate it. I can see you standing right by it, so I appreciate it.
Leave it.
I'm not here to take anything. Which of these artifacts are you associated with? Help me understand. Are you associated with the flag? Does this flag have meaning to you? Pain in the old chest there.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Was that you? Did you cause me to have that chest pain? Oh, I can feel it. Please stop that.
See how that figures by the flag again?
If that's you, you gotta knock that off. Oh, it's like a stabbing just right. Is there
Like a
anything by me?
Sharp point pain?
It's right there.
Ah! Ran out of time. It shows a figure by the flag, that's it.
Are you the person who caused me to have some chest pain just now? So what? Well, knock it off. It's like a pain. Do you feel anything? Is that you? Not like... Why do I feel pain just when walking in the middle? Did you have strong attachment to any of these items in this room?
Are any of those purple hearts?
I can't tell. Are there any purple hearts in this room? There's a purple heart here.
I mean, maybe someone got wounded severely or passed from it.
What about George Melvin Close? Killed on convoy to Europe. George, are you here? Or does the name Louise Ellsworth? Louise Ellsworth? Does that name mean anything to you? A little too far? I don't understand. Is someone here associated with Luis? The Purple Heart was donated by Luis. Now that you've seen the location of this Purple Heart inside the war room, let's put this location into context with the video clips I've already shown you.
Like a
Sure. Okay, so all of this came when we started talking about that Purple Heart.
There's blue again. Oh, there's two.
I hope this is picking up. I'm going to turn off the IR. Louise Ellsworth donated a Purple Heart. Are you a relative of Louise Ellsworth? Married? Were you married to Louise Ellsworth? Are you the person who died and earned that Purple Heart?
It's just...
You sounded startled. We don't mean to scare you. That piano sounds beautiful, don't you think?
Sure. That's two direct response.
Any final words at all? I like our piano sound better than that. Fun? All right, people at home, Jason, did you figure it out? George Melvin Close was married to Louise Ellsworth. Home state was right here in Utah. George died of a German remote-controlled missile and resulted in the greatest loss in U.S. troops in history, even more than the USS Arizona from Pearl Harbor. Jason, you think a sudden onset bomb of a transport carrier maybe resulted in some shrapnel and perhaps some sudden onset chest pain and death?
Explosion aboard a ship certainly could cause some chest pain.
I did not piece together the first time around the marriage of George Close to Louise Ellsworth. I had looked tirelessly for how Louise Ellsworth may have earned a Purple Heart and never found it. I don't know why I didn't look at George Close the first time around. And as I go back and edit this, I see it. And I start calling you, I'm blowing up your text messages. I can't believe everything that we just saw.
Yeah, there's a lot of pieces of evidence that all seem to align with that linkage.
We have never before had 4 pieces of evidence and physical experience to account for a paranormal entity, right? We had the SLS, we had the spirit box. Boy, did we have the spirit box. We had EVP, we had the GS2 that goes off, and that thing rarely goes off, and all directly over this Purple Heart, in addition to this chest pain that never before this investigation have I felt, never during an investigation have I felt, and of course since then, I haven't felt this either. What in the world happened there?
And all those responses almost directly in response to our questions in ways that made sense and that tie this linkage together.
Yeah, and thank goodness, as we edit this, of course, we edited out pieces of dead air, so to speak, but you can see Jason talking in real time with both the cameras having those ready. It isn't altered to fit a narrative. Jason, I'm really curious about my chest pain. How did I feel that? Is it a manifestation of a spirit onto me? Or is it some other connection?
I mean, it's possible. We don't know how that works and how they can interact with us. Of course, it could have been that double cheeseburger you had for dinner.
We've heard mediums talk about how they can feel the pain of others. Now, don't get me wrong, I've never had any abilities like this that I'm aware of, but man, it's weird. I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah. And you're a runner. You're in good shape. Your heart shouldn't be having chest pain.
No. An incredible story. This place even went to a whole new level upon reviewing this evidence. So I don't know why we felt so compelled. I think it was perhaps because of Dave Schrader's story at Phenomicon, but I'm glad we went back to review this. I think we'd like to take this back to the curators of Peteetneet and that museum and see if this sheds any light or helps them in any way to piece together the story of George Close. Maybe that story needs to be highlighted a little more, maybe for his closure. I mean, the biggest loss of life in U.S. history. Maybe the man wants some closure.
Yeah, if this helps the world remember him and his service and what he did for this country, I think that investigation was a success.
I think we owe that to him. I think we're due to go back and making another appearance.
Yeah, I think there's more to learn there.